Hello, this is Black White Soul and this is my review of NXT that aired on the 23rd of May. Damn. No! Didn't want to record again yet. So we kick off NXT with Bo Dallas's loser Bo Dallas, if he loses, leaves NXT forever. Sort of more his graduation match, and he's going to go against Biggie Langston, the former NXT champion that he actually won the title off of. So we're going to see how Bo Dallas' style goes and see how it translates in. And then frankly, after this NXT, I'm literally going to go straight into doing SmackDown. So there's going to be 2 videos in quite quick succession. Nice little promo from Bo, saying that he is Mr. NXT. He humbly accepts that title, as they all love him, and NXT is based on Bo leaving. I do like his character. We'll see how it translates on SmackDown to a fresh character, because let's look at Big E here. He's getting cheered, he's over. Five count, but it's not managed to translate into the main roster well. Let's see if Bo Dallas can be more successful than Big E Langston. And Big E wins. Bo Dallas. Big E kicks out of his finisher, the double arm DDT, the same as Drew McIntyre's finisher. And then takes off his wrist tape. Referee throws that away. Gives Bo Dallas time to take off the turnbuckle. That's how he won the title. But turns back round. Big E chucks him into the corner. Head bounces off it. Up into the big ending. And Bo says goodbye. Though Big E and the Wyatts and the Shield have all come back to NXT. Same with Cesaro. So I don't really see why you need to leave it forever. Bit weird, but it's a good storyline. Because Bo is one of the biggest NXT guys. He's been like a main eventer in NXT for longer than most people have. And now he's just having a meltdown. Like, you can't leave me! This is my home! And he just kicked the ring steps and hurt his own leg. And he's doing like a Family Guy style of like, my leg. Oh, I hope this character gets over well.
No. That spent their money. Come see me here tonight. I want you all to know that I strongly dislike everyone.
I want you to know, everyone that spent money on me today, I strongly dislike all of you.
You all should know that you people stink.
And he says that you people stink. He doesn't like to use language that strong usually. Oh, this can be a good character. I hope it gets over. It's going to be a hard sell, but we'll see. And we get a rematch of Paige versus Tamina Snuka. According to this, I think this was recorded like the night after... What was that pay-per-view? Extreme Rules, that's the one. So this seems to be recorded straight after then. So we're getting Paige versus Tamina Snuka. And for God's sake, look, this is how she should react. Just show that she's a strong... Give her some promos. Let her just show in the ring what she can do. Stop doing this stupid... She's young and she just gets fluke wins thing and making her lose to Alicia Fox, the bitch. Ridiculous. Come on, WWE. Let's get these NXT guys going over. Those are wrestling rules. You do not headbutt a Samoan, even if it's a Diva Samoan. Do not headbutt them. And we get Tamina's about to finish off Paige. Paige gets up the boots and gets a roll-up win. I liked it. It was a good solid match, back and forth. There's some like hard-hitting moves in there. Like Tamina put Paige on the ropes and just shoved her off, and she hit the apron and fell onto the floor. Like it that Divas match is getting a bit more strong style in there. Hope they can translate this to the actual Raw product. Camacho couldn't care less about. Adam Rose, who did a really good outing on Raw. Crowd were 100% behind him. I and my fellow countrymen were behind Adam Rose, so we'll see how he looks on SmackDown as well. Well, looks like this feud is going to continue. It was okay, back and forth, nothing special. Got to see a bit more of Adam Rose's selling. He seems to be, what did they do? He needs to get made mad. He starts off all fun and games, when he's getting beaten down, and it's like as Camacho was banging his heads into the turnbuckles, one point he just holds on and goes, bits hitting again, and then he gets like really furious. Shows he can be serious in the ring and really go for it when he wants to. But yeah, we got to that point. Adam Rose goes for his finish, but Camacho pushes him off and bails and just stays out for the 10 count, and that ends that. Ugh. Didn't really have a point to it. Okay, we get a semi-final in the women's tournament for the title, and we get Natalya versus Sasha Banks. This is going to be a good showing for Sasha Banks. Let's see if she can hold up with Natalya. I do love that move of Nattie's, where she gets them sitting down, goes off the rope from behind them, stomps over them, bounces off the rope and kicks them in the face. Beautiful move. Okay, we've got Sasha Banks did a bulldog and hurt her ass, fell out the ring. Then Charlotte's shouting at her to get back in the ring. And then she gets annoyed and chucks her back in. And then she gets put straight into the sharpshooter. Okay. And she taps to the sharpshooter. I thought they were really going to go with the Charlotte versus the boss Sasha Banks. But apparently not. Apparently they're saving that. So next week we'll have Natalya versus Charlotte, and I hope Charlotte goes over. She's the one that deserves the title here, and then we can get a storyline between Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair coming out of this. Okay. So it should be an interesting match next week. Two legendary fathers and two sort of well-experienced divas. Okay, we get Curt Hawkins, which is the Zack Ryder of NXT. They were the Edgeheads together, but Zack Ryder flew to the success of becoming the jobber for occasionally Raw, and Curt Hawkins got to be the jobber for occasionally NXT. For some reason he's wearing like nasty boy glasses. Ooh, and he will be wrestling the NXT champion, Adrian Neville. See how this goes. Okay, well it was a standard match, short match. Sorry, my voice is slowly dying. Just a win for Neville, not really anything going into it, just something for him to do before he faces off for his title at NXT TakeOver, making him look strong. I think this was Curt Hawkins' last match, so it was a walking out the door match. So, they did what they were paid to do. Okay, Tyson Kidd comes out, comes face to face with Adrian Neville and just tells him that I'm going to tell you some facts. That he's been tag team champion, he's had WrestleMania moments, he's been on Raw and SmackDown, and that he is going to take that title away from him next week. But Adrian Neville then just comes back with, this place is not a launching pad for your career, this is the future. He is the future, and he is not going to be used as a launching pad for anyone. He's not going to be stepped on and used. And this is his title, his ring. Every time he says a word, the crowd use Tyson Kidd's thing against him, of going, fact! And this is my ring. Fact! And as per usual, the only member of your family that's taken any gold home is your wife, Tyson. Adrian Neville's weakest point in his talking, and this was what he needs to do. Short, to the point promo, but it got the crowd into it, got his point across, and sets up for next week. This was a bit of a letdown of an episode of NXT, really, but it was just sort of tiding over until next week's NXT arrival. So, next week, we'll see if I have to go to my friend's house to watch it on the network that he purchased through means that are out there, or if I will be able to watch it on Sky like usual. But it is a 2-hour show, and I think the slot they only have is 1 hour here, so we'll see next week. Until next time, TTFN. Oh, and on another point, let's take back that TTFN there. I will put a little image right here of me with the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels, who I found at Comic-Con in London today. It was crazy. Loads of random stalls, and all of a sudden there's just Christopher Daniels sitting there on his own. Not many people with him, in fact nobody even looking at him. I think he overestimated like where they were going to be and that. Because they're a really strange booth they have there. But yeah, I met him today. He's an awesome guy, cool dude. And anyway, until next time, TTFN.